and welcome to the CIFEC BTech Art Design and Creative Media Summer Show. Here at CIFEC, they offer BTech Art and Design at Level 2 and BTech Creative Media Production at Level 2 and at Level 3. Let's have a look around the summer show. We will start with the work displayed by Kyra. Now, this is her 2D visual communication art for DOE. I like her piece because she uses earthy colors. She uses the earthy colors and contrasts them against light, cool, and blue colors. This is her 3D piece, inspired by her poster, as you can see here. As you can see, she uses a variety of colors for the fishes, which makes the piece more eye-catching. Next, we have this wonderful piece for her visual arts brief. She was asked to produce a canvas poster for K-Film. Her work was simplistic and bold. I like that her color variations of the piece and the background complement each other. Her method of painting makes this image pop. If we look at her plan sheet, we can see how she developed her piece. First, she's going to start by doing this. Then she tried different backgrounds, and she tried different colors. And then she ended up with this. Next, we have work by James. This is his work for DOE. Now, I like this piece because, first of all, I just love lionfish. I just love their colors, but I also love how he changed the colors, like how he has orange hair, and then he has the outline as a darker orange, and he has red, and the outline is a light pink. It gives it a good contrast. This is the finished poster for Department of Environment, DOE. Next, we have his 3D piece. Now, honestly, this is one of my favorite pieces. I liked his unique use of beads and strings and how he has it hanging down onto his sandy surface. Now, next we have are his different starfish. I like his variation of shapes, and I like that he made indents so it could look more realistic. So we can see his plan sheets for the DOE piece. First, he started off with using pink colors and using a more floral-like background. Next, we have his printing work for canvas, for K-Film. It looks like he's becoming an expert printmaker. I loved how he used the texture in the hair to make it more curly, so you can see like how the hairs form. Next, we have 3D work by Tiana. Now, honestly, I love the colors that she used on this piece. I love her attention to detail on each and every fish, every coral. I love here how she blended the light blue into the purple, and she gave the entire frame a very rough texture. Okay. Next, we have her DOE environmental poster about groupers. Now, you could see the mock-up rough work here. You can see how she planned out each and every detail. Next we have is her K-Film canvas poster. Now you can see how she did the first planning here. I like how she used the contrast of their each skin color, as in like a shadow, and I like her style of artwork. It's very simplistic and bold, and I like her use of colors. Finished poster, as you can see, she changed a few things. She added watermarks, and she put the blue spatter behind everything. Also, this art class won Classroom of the Month. You can see the video online on YouTube. Next we have is Jericho's DOE poster. Now, first you could start off with his plan, his rough makeup plan. I love how he used detailed on his lionfish, by the way, is my favorite fish. And I love his texture. I love that he used tissue paper to paint this. You may not know, but he actually did use tissue paper to make this type of background, which I love very much. And this is the finished poster. which I must say looks very stunning. It looks beautiful. Next, we can see his planning. You can see how he did use the tissue paper experiment to make a light to dark contrast. His idea of using the lionfish, different types of ways he can make the target. Next, we can see his 3D artwork, which I think is just adorable. It has this aquarium-esque look to it. I like how he used the glue gun to make texture. Now we have Jericho's cave film canvas poster. Now you can see his rough planning and how he tried to be detailed with everything in his work and his use of color. Next we have Andrea's DOE poster. Now you can see the rough work of her poster and how she made detail on each fish. I like her use of making bar graphs, and I like her color usage. It complements each other. And this is her final piece, which I really love the background. It's a really cute pattern. It's a very great pattern for such a poster, and it makes the overall poster look stunning. Okay, next we have is Andrea's 3D piece. Now I like her use of making an inside of a cave. I'm guessing this is a fish's home. I like her use of real seashells and her texture. It makes the piece look really realistic. And I also love her sea urchins. They look really real. At first I thought they were real. Kind of scared me a bit. And her use of coral. We have her K-film canvas poster. Now this is her rough work. I like her use of colors and her use of lines and shapes. It's really nice. Has this really calm look to it, very simplistic. And this is her final poster, which I must say looks fantastic. Okay. Next we have is Larissa's K-film canvas poster. Now over here you can see her rough work. You can see her use of detailed splatter paint and her use of texture and colors, which I think they complement each other really well. This was the painting that was in the Canvas movie, and it inspired the canvas posters that you see today in this film. Okay. Now this is Tariq's K-film canvas poster. Now over here you can see his rough sheet. I like his use of colors, and I liked how he blended her hair. It's very nicely done, and I like that he used a plant sheet as his background. It gives it a very interesting look. So this is their final poster. As you can see, the background is actually the plan of the gallery where they stole the painting from. Now we have Tariq's DOE poster. Over here you can see his plan sheet. I like his use of colors for the coral. I think it's very nicely done. It looks really realistic. The color variations are very similar to the ones that you would find in the sea. Now we have Tariq's 3D piece, which I must say is really fantastic. I like how he done it. So first of all, as you can see, there's this beautiful grouper right here in the middle. I like his use of detail along the lines. I like his use of color for the coral. It's really realistic, and his texture for the stone is what you would really find in the ocean. I think this piece is really well done. Now we have the level 3 creative media class. Now for this class, you have to create a TV show and we have to create a documentary. Now here is my show. I was actually in this class. I must say this experience was really fun. Now for my show, I actually created a DIY show, also known as a do-it-yourself show. So it shows you how you could do things on your own without needing the help of others. So for this episode, I taught my special guests how to create kid-friendly, non-toxic slime. Okay, this is Michael's documentary. This is the level 2 creative media films. In this film, which is made by Victoria, we learn about Taya Lounge, which is a youth support group in town. Thank you for coming to the CIFEC summer show. You can see some of the videos on the Caymanite Production YouTube channel.